So, hi, I'm here with Gina Teters. She's the new home sales rep for David Weekley Homes in Highland Court and Flower Mound. So, Gina, tell me what makes David Weekley Homes so special.
So, thank you for that question. So, this Highland Court is the only David Weekley in Flower Mound. So, therefore, we have access to the coveted Flower Mound schools, which, as you know, are fantastic. The other thing that's real special about our location here is that we have some oversized home sites. So we have two different collections of homes. We have cottages and they're on 50-foot lots. We have our executives and they're on 70-foot lots. And in both of those we have oversized home sites. So we've got a lot to offer here in Flower Mound.
Great. So why should my buyer purchase a David Weekley home over another builder?
So that there again is a great question, because David Weekley Home has a little different practices in the way we build. And what I mean by that is we do some things we feel are superior to everyone else's or most builders' build style. And I'll explain some of that. We do 2x6 exterior walls.
Okay.
What that means is that we can fit 50% more insulation in the walls. Makes our homes very quiet to the outside world, very energy efficient. So to that point, we'll talk a little bit more about energy efficiency as we go along.
Okay, Gina, so if my buyer signed a contract tomorrow, how long would it take to start building?
So to start building the home, it's going to be approximately 60 days, and I'll explain what's going to happen in that 60 days. So while you're going to the design center and picking out all your beautiful finishes for your new home, we will be doing the behind the scenes things, such as drawing up address specific plans. We'll have to get permitting. We will have to get the foundation engineered, all types of things that we're going to do behind the scenes as you're designing. And then we'll all come together and then the home will start.
And then they have to pick all their things and such, all their options and things before you'll actually start building the house. Is that correct?
That's correct. And David Weekley Homes has a fantastic design center. It's about 5,000 square feet. We've got probably 1,000 finishes to select. You sit down with one of our designers, and to be a David Weekley designer, this is an important fact. So to be a David Weekley designer, you have to have one of two things. You either have to have 5 years with another builder, or you have to have an actual interior design degree.
Okay, that's great. What is your completion build goal, and what happens if the goal's not met? So in other words, if my clients, when they start to build, you give them a time frame, and if they don't make that, what happens?
So here in Highland Court, we are going to quote you a 6 to 8 month build, depending on the home. Could be a little longer, could be a little less, depending on what you select. So what we'll do is we keep that a little bit broad because we don't know what kind of weather delays or labor delays that we could experience during that time. However, rest assured that as we're going through the process, that day will start to come together and we'll know 45 days out when we're going to close the home.
Okay, that's great. That's what we wanted to know. How do I know if my buyer is taken care of during the whole building process? If somebody specific is assigned to them?
Absolutely, yes. So in addition to your sales consultant, you'll also have a personal builder on each home, and that builder will be solely responsible for building that home. In addition to that, we do have a warranty individual that will be assigned to that home as well. So as we go through the process, then we will keep you informed on a weekly basis. We'll call not only you, but your buyer, give you an update of what's happened and what is expected to happen.
Okay. And then how often and where will my buyer be allowed to tour their home?
So that's going to be your home, so as many times as they wish. The only thing we ask is check in with us, and up until stage 5, we would like for you to get a hard hat, please. But it is your home, and we want you to be as involved in this process as possible. This is a team effort.
Okay. What energy saving features are standard in the David Weekley home?
So David Weekley Homes is diamond rated with the environments for living. This is very important because what this means is that we do several energy tests on your home. However, we also then guarantee heating and cooling for the heating and cooling portion of your bill for 3 years.
If my buyer wants to add upgrades to the home, do they pay for these up front or at closing?
So I'll answer that for you. It's maybe a little bit of both. So what happens is once you go through the design center and your buyer picks their finishes, then we do collect a portion of what they spent at design, and then the rest of that is financed.
Okay.
Earnest is also given at contract, and then flex options, which are structural, are financed as well.
Okay. I always recommend my home buyer does a home inspection. Do you work with home inspectors, and how does it work if they have repairs that they want done?
So absolutely, we will work with them. We like to get them in at least maybe before we do the buyer introduction. So maybe a month before closing. We'll talk about that as it goes through. We would like that report though, so that we can make any corrections. We will do anything that needs to be finished that defies any kind of code or anything like that.
Understand.
We also do our own inspections, and we have Fox Energy that does numerous inspections on your home, and then we also have an outside company, Burgess, that does 2 separate inspections as well.
Okay, great. And what kind of warranty will my buyer get through David Weekley?
Okay, it's called a 1-2-10. So the first year we're going to warrant that everything in the home operates as it's supposed to. So you turn on a light, you get light. You open a door, the handle works. The second year is what we kind of consider behind the walls. That's major mechanicals. So electrical, plumbing, stuff like that. And then 10 years your foundation and load-bearing walls.
And then how do you handle warranty claims, and how can my buyer know these repairs were taken care of?
So we have a central warranty, either phone number or email, that we always ask that you reach out through that. And the reason we do that is because, to your point, then there is a permanent record of that call. And that way the people that manage warranty can make sure that did get closed out and therefore completed.
All right, well, thank you very much. I think that answered all my questions.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.